So, this is recording. I, so yesterday, the day before was Easter, and it got me thinking, we're still celebrating this? There's no scientific proof of God. If there was, there would have been proof by now, don't you think? I really hate Christians. Stupid sky daddy and all. You know, like, if it wasn't for Christians, I think I think, I'd be a lot skinnier, more handsome, like, maybe I would have lost my virginity. Because, there's so many hot women out there. But a lot of them are, Christians, so they don't believe, in sex. They only want to, they only want to have sex, it's... They don't want to, blow me or anything, or... They just want... I'm sorry. They just want, a penis inside, their vagina, only for, babies. And, birth. Giving birth is, gross, I don't know why guys want to fuck moms, I'm assuming they have, a shit fetish. Once I see a girl and, and she has a kid, I just think about the time she gave birth to that kid, and, I want nothing to do with that. It's so gross. Anyway. There's also, if God truly exists, there'd be more attractive chicks, I need something sexy, more women, would just bow down to me. And, those women, just unfortunately, there's too many women that are flat chested. And, I know, butts exist, but, I need a woman with big boobs, And, I need something sexy constantly. And, that's why I'm into, and that's why I'm, into Pokemon girls, or, anime girls, or, Fire Emblem girls, because, they're not real, and Christians have an issue with that because, they don't want attractive girls. They just want they just want, mid-looking girls, they just want like, they just want, they don't want these, like, Pokemon or Fire Emblem or anime looking girls. They just want these Kardashian looking girls. Or like Sydney Sweeney, which, fuck Sydney Sweeney. She's a hoe. We only like her because, like, she supports some troops and whatnot. And I don't like troops. They're just a bunch of goody two-shoe Christians. Which is what is this? This is this is what this video is about. And by the way, that's not me farting. That's just That's just. That wasn't me. That was. I'm just, don't question it. Anyway. Woman, God also. There was also a God, women's rights wouldn't be a thing. I don't know why there's so many female Christians out there. And, like, because, they just want women in the kitchen, which I don't disagree with, but they think they should be pregnant too, which, that's boring, and that's gross, And, like, they just want traditional trad wives, where I want like, an elf, woman, to satisfy me. With, like, an elf with, like, big boobs and, like, maybe a big ass and, like, that's willing to bow down to my needs. And, like, Christians are against that because they worship a fake sky daddy. So, and, and women are, they shouldn't have all these rights. They all vote for Democrats, so they shouldn't vote. They have all these extreme views, so they should just, and, it's just, and they're all boring, too. But anyway, yeah. I would have been, and like, and women are so sensitive too. That's another thing about, like, God, is that, like, the reason why they're so sensitive and reason why they hate cheating so much is because, they believe in, like, they should be with one person forever. I believe that, if there's more than one hot woman, they should all be with me, I mean, yeah, sure, there's not a lot of real attractive women. They're all too in, like, I feel like there should be, like, an age limit, too. Like, once you hit, like, 23 or 22, like, you should be off the dating scene, Like, you're just, you're too old. I don't know why, like, women after a certain age that still thinks they're bangable when they're clearly not. And I don't see why guys like MILF so much. And like Sydney Sweeney, too. Like, she's way too old. And Sabrina Carpenter as well. She's like, she might as well be aging at this point. Like, yeah, I know, I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was in the Smash tournament. Well, me and my one friend were in, well, he's not much of a friend. He's more of a friend of a friend. He said that I suck at smashing. But I told him I didn't. I love Smash Brothers. I really like the female characters. Like Palutena and like the female Fire Emblem characters and the female Pokemon trainer and female Inkling. But like, anyway, that's not. However, she said that I suck, and I told her I didn't. And well, he sucks too. But yeah, he can't. But yeah, he like cheated and whatnot, and like, and it was been bothering me so much that I couldn't sleep. And by the way, I don't have any like ad revenue, and like, I don't have like a job, so this is like my job. So like, if you can get rid of like ad blocker or like donate to me, like, I've just like donate if you can. I really need money for like, stuff. So like, so my mom would stop pressuring me to like get a job and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, so back to the original video, like, there's still like 4.5 minutes left, though, like, so, like, if Christians have ruined the society, because, like, hurts me. Like, they should have massively big boobs, but they don't. And, like, oh, wait, no, that's woman. Christian. Like, if God was real, they wouldn't have women, they'll make women a lot more sexy. And, like, the woman would be, like, less sensitive, and, like, they think, like, sex is evil and whatnot, like, but, like, no, it's, like, it's like, they should just let me, like, out of my way with, like, women, these Christians. And these women, too, like, I think that's why they don't, like, there's, like, Like, consent is, like, made up by Christians, So, like, hold on a sec. Mom, I'm making a video. I'm trying to make us money here. Sorry about that. My mom was just knocking on my door. Anyway, like, I don't think animals are like food, Like, that's the only thing they're good for. I don't understand pets. Like, most pet owners are also, like, Christian and whatnot. But, like, dogs are just, brats. Like, they don't suffer as much as I do, so therefore they're brats. And same with kids, like, I know some of them, have tragic lives, but, like, they don't suffer, but they never suffered as much as I have working my one retail job, which is another rant for another day, because, like, one time, like, I was, like, working retail one time, I was on my phone, and this customer dare asked me where the, like, one thing we had were, and I didn't know. No, I was too busy on my phone looking at hot girls. And, I believe that, like, every person should work retail at least, like, 6 months just to know what it's like. It's frustrating making, like, 30, 40 an hour looking at my phone, and then people have the audacity to ask me questions. Especially, like, these customers expect the world. I hate customers, which is another side of it. But anyway, fuck Christians. And fuck God, fuck Jesus, and fuck religion. Like, like, and like Easter too. Like, yeah, just